How you guys doing? It's your boy Sel and welcome to Sel Finance. This is a place where I kind of discuss my kind of view on finance because I talk to my family and everyone and they get bored when I talk. My missus even goes sleep sometimes. So I thought YouTube is a way to get my word out and help people that want to be financially free and build a community. So look, being financially free is such a huge thing. It allows you to have the time back in your life and be able to do the things that you want. But it's not just like an easy road, and you need to know some fundamental things so it can help you have the idea of how to achieve financial freedom. And that's what I'll try to cover in this video today. So to start off with, financial freedom is when you've got a certain amount of income coming in every month that allows you to live the lifestyle you want. Now, Sahel, where the hell does that money come from? Like, my dad doesn't own a factory, and neither do I think aliens send money from space through our Bitcoin wallet. How do I get that income coming in every month? That's where we come into the game of assets. Now, assets are something that you own. It could be a jacket, it could be your smartphone, it could be money that you've got in a credit card or a debit card, it could be actually not credit card but debit card. It could be a vehicle, a car, shoes, sneakers, jackets, property, gold bars, investments. All these things you own. And liabilities, on the other hand, is the total opposite. Things that you owe. So you've got a car on finance, you owe finance. You got a house on mortgage, you owe the lender mortgage. You got a student loan for university, you owe the university or the government. You've got credit cards, you owe the credit card company. You got some money from your friend, you owe your friend some money. That's liabilities. Now, when you do assets, your total value, when you add it all up and you minus it from your, or subtract it from your liabilities, you get your net asset value or your net worth, book value, whatever you want to call it. If that figure's positive, it means you've got a positive net worth. That's how much you're worth. If the figure's negative, it means you're worth more dead than alive, pretty much. So if it's negative, that means that you owe more money than you actually own. It's not a good position to be in. I've been there before, but hey ho, it doesn't mean end of the world. You can find out a plan, make a plan how to get out of that situation. Probably speak to a financial advisor, sit down with people that you trust, work out how you can get back into a positive net worth. You can look in the stock market, they use this metric of book value to kind of, if you want to do examples. So every company that's publicly listed has a book value. Its assets minus its liabilities gives it its book value. So if you want to look into that, go ahead. And there's a lot of people that actually trade specifically just on book value strategies, but more onto that in another video maybe. Now, assets are of two types, and what you really want is, I'm not a financial advisor, but what my recommendation is you get assets that are income producing. What do I mean by that? Income producing assets are assets that will give you regular cash flow on a monthly basis or a yearly basis or quarterly or whatever that kind of payment structure is. Whereas if you've got assets that are not income producing, such as if you got a gold bar, it's not going to give you any income. After 10 years, maybe it will appreciate in value, but that's not going to give you regular income to pay your bills or sustain the lifestyle you want. Same as land. If you're not really using it for farming or cropping or whatever, and you're just keeping the land as an investment, that's not really going to give you passive income. However, if you've got a real estate property that's giving you rental income every month, or you've got stocks, shares in the stock market in companies that give you a dividend, which is basically profit going back to the shareholders, then that's money coming in every whatever announcement or period they have. So some companies might pay you once a year a dividend, some might pay you twice a year, some pay you quarterly, some even pay monthly. It depends on the company's payout structure. Now, my advice is to get well, I don't know if I can say advice, but my recommendation is to get income producing assets, because that's what's going to help you achieve financial freedom. For example, if you've got $500,000 worth of income producing assets, it is safe to assume a 5% return, net return per year. And that'll probably be around $25,000. Probably enough for you to quit your day job that you don't like and do something that you do like drawing or something, whatever. But I'll probably make another video if I get enough comments, likes. It shows me that you people want this, about how to actually go and acquire income producing assets. Like, yeah, I understand the concept now. How do I actually go and acquire, which is the second part, and then the third part is how to like enjoy that income. So you can do an exercise, get a paper, write down all the things you own and all the things you owe, work out the figure and see what's your net worth. And I'll make another video on this, but you know, in the meanwhile, research, see, you know, how to increase your net worth. And then when your net worth, what's the net worth you need to have that lifestyle you want? Just go on a figure of 5%. So whatever your net worth is, give a 5% return on that, and see with that amount, will that give you a sufficient lifestyle? You could play around with this. There's a lot of calculators online. You can plug numbers in and see how it's gonna provide, how much return you're gonna get. So at least you have an idea. And I think, because if you want to achieve financial freedom, the first stage is the foundation. You know, you need to understand, you need to be financially literate. You need to know what assets are, liabilities are, what is leverage, what is like interest rates, what's happening in the economy, not so particularly, but it does help. You know, what's the trend in business, what's happening in the real estate market. You need to know how numbers work, right? If you don't know how the financial world or the system works, it's going to be more difficult to actually achieve financial freedom, because you're trying to achieve financial freedom without knowing nothing about finance. You know, it's like throwing a needle in a haystack. So it's important you be financially literate first, and I'm going to make a lot of videos on this, talking about all the financial aspects, because I was an accountant 8 years ago at one of a very big firm. So I learned quite a lot in a corporate world, and I'd like to share that with you guys so you can achieve financial freedom, that when maybe you're 30, 40, you know, you don't need to go to a job or be like, oh my god, I gotta put in another 10-hour shift today just to pay my bills. If we could take you out of that kind of mindset, or actually shift your life into a different perspective, I think it will help you be happy, and then you could do something that you really enjoy. So if you liked this video, you know, make sure to subscribe and join the community, because I've just started yet, and hopefully help you towards your financial goals. Peace.